Hey, it's Joey Atlas. It is 4:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, March 20th. I don't know where we're at in this coronavirus thing. I was going to say things are starting to heat up. We're right in the middle of it, but truth is, we don't really know where we are in regards to this coronavirus phase that we're in. But I do know this, it is going to pass. But right now, a lot of people are uncertain. A lot of people are trying to figure out literally what to do in the moment. A lot of people are at home. More people are having to stay home, and more people are volunteering to stay home. I say this as I come to you from my house. Just got off the phone with Nikki, my studio manager. Next week, our numbers for the studio look very, very low in terms of people booking into our small group training classes. That's to be understood. So what we're doing is we're implementing an online training program for all of our clients of the studio so that we can continue to guide them and train them at home utilizing live video, our private training portal, and some other things we're bringing into the mix that we don't normally do. But we didn't expect this. It's not a normal part of our routine. But we're upping the ante so that we can keep guiding all of our clients, both locally, while they're at home, and remotely as well, which could be you, depending on where you're watching from. But today, I'm just going to share what I'm doing, because a lot of people are wondering, what's everybody else doing? What's going on? Like, what should I do? What should I think? What should I act on? And so I decided I'm going to turn on the cam in the midst of all this. Like literally, I've got my laptop here, Facebook is open, my apps are open for all of our work stuff, both local and long distance, but we still need to take care of ourselves. Like, we don't just say it, we have to do it, right? So I figured I'm going to turn this on. I know there are a lot of people watching, and I'm going to share my personal exercise and fitness time with you. You're just going to see me go through the workout. I might do some commentary between sets. But at the same time, what I want you to do is take some inspiration and positivity from what I'm sharing with you. Knowing that this is all going to pass, and believe it or not, there's going to be a lot of good and new things that come of all this. It may not be apparent right now, but it will become apparent. It will all become visible later as things transform, as things progress, as things change. This is going to create change in society. And a lot of it's going to be positive, believe it or not. That's a story for another day. But right now, I want you to, if you're watching, post below. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you did your fitness today, or if you're going to do it later, or if you're trying to figure out what to do. Also, if you read the post that is above or below this video, most people know that a lot of what we put out there is for women, and only a small percentage has been for the men, in a structured, organized way anyway. Only bits and pieces have been created for guys. Never a full-blown, complete program. But now, we're in the midst of creating a program for men by request of a lot of the ladies who have asked for something that's gentle, that similar to what they're doing and what I do, and the way we train people at the studio, for the men in their lives, their husbands, their sons, their boyfriends, their fathers, their uncles, their coworkers. They realize that our method and our approach and our philosophy to training and fitness is not hardcore. It's not brutal on the body. It's not hard on the mindset. It's gentle on the body. It's easy on the mind. It's doable. It's sustainable. And it's beneficial in many different ways without sacrificing the body and breaking it down and hurting it, which doesn't make sense when we're trying to think about why we pursue fitness in the first place. Our fitness is supposed to help us, not hurt us. So, as I go through this shoulder training session, I've posted that little teaser for, right now, what we're calling Fit Guy Revival. And I'm teaming up with a friend of mine. His name is Ronnie. And you're going to be meeting Ronnie sooner as opposed to later. And how the partnership came about and why Ronnie and I are the ideal teammates for this program. And the other things that are going to be tied to it. Ronnie's another busy dad like me. Really good quality guy. And he's not the beast mode type. He's not the kill it bro kind of type. He's a regular busy guy who values his health, wellness, and longevity. And we know that our philosophies are the same. And we each have strengths and things that we hold individually that we can bring together and create something really powerful, amazing, and awesome, which is what we're finally doing. And that is going to be the Fit Guy Revival Program. Again, it's geared toward middle-aged men, even baby boomers. We got plenty of people in the baby boom generation that my materials have helped over the years. So, it's for guys who either used to be fit and healthy when they were younger, and they let themselves go because life got in the way, and they got too busy, and they couldn't figure out what to do. And then maybe every time they tried something, it was too hard. They got hurt. It was too painful. It was too extreme. It was too hardcore. I get it. We can't do all that stuff. We need an easy way, a doable way, sustainable way. So, and it may very well be that there are men out there, and I know this for a fact, who maybe were never in shape. Maybe were never fit. They just were never exposed to that kind of phase in life. And maybe in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, they realize health is really one of the most important things in life, because without it, you're done. And so for those guys who were never fit and healthy and feeling good about themselves, who are getting worried, Fit Guy Revival is the program that we're putting together for that kind of guy. It's going to be a gradual progression. We're going to be focusing on the foundation of the body and the mindset, and building the foundation so that all of the joints of the body are strong. The shoulders, the back, the knees, the neck, the elbows, the wrists. We're going to build guys up from the foundation so that we avoid all injuries. We probably fix old injuries that haven't been addressed properly with proper fitness training. And we're going to bring these guys to the healthiest states of being in a realistic way that could be sustained for life. It's been something that's been brewing in me. Ronnie and I have talked about it a few times over the last 5 years, and things have come together in a way where the last time we were together, we realized it makes sense, that timing is right, and it's time to do this because it's something that's missing in the marketplace. A lot of guys need it. Way more men need what we're putting together, with a gentle style of fitness training and a realistic approach to nutrition for health, wellness, and longevity. The average male population needs a gentle approach, a smart approach, a wise approach. They don't need hardcore. They don't need the beast mode. They don't need competition. They don't need to go prove themselves. They don't need an ego-based program. They're not going to the Olympics. They're not going to the Olympics. They're not going to the CrossFit Games. They're not going to do any of that stuff. So they don't have to train for that. We have to train for life itself. When we train for life itself, the program is different. The structure is different. The workouts are different. The nutrition is different. It's all easy, doable, natural, sustainable. So if you're watching, if you're a guy, and what I'm saying is resonating with you, post below and let me know. And then share this with a friend, another guy friend, or a group of guys. Share it with the other guys who don't want to go beast mode, who don't want to tear up their shoulders, who don't want to break their knees and their backs, who don't want to jack up their necks with all these crazy exercises. Share it with those guys. We're going to create a new movement, not ego-based, wisdom-based, to training and nutrition and mindset for living a healthy, strong, fulfilling life that lets you be the man that's in there, waiting to be lived, waiting to come out, to be your best self, to feel awesome about yourself, and to be the best man for everybody in your life. Again, not from an ego perspective, but from fulfilling your own potential, your natural potential that's sitting there waiting inside you, waiting for the right guidance, waiting for the right instruction, waiting for the right direction. That's what we're bringing you. So I'm sharing that with you as I go through one of my training sessions in the midst of this Corona scare, the Corona challenge. Yes, it is bad in certain places, but we still got to do what we need to do to take care of ourselves so that when the storm blows over, we're ready to get back to life, fully ready to get back to life. If you're watching and you happen to be already in my world for a while, and let's say you're a female, share this with the guys in your life. Tag them, hit the share button, post below, and let me know you're tuning in. Click the link to go to Fit Guy Revival. Connect and follow Fit Guy Revival if you're a guy and you want to stay in tune with the journey. You want to get on board with the program when we release the full program. This isn't going to be something that's just a one-hit wonder. We're actually creating a movement, something you can be connected to for a long time, for life actually. We teach a different way. We'll guide you a different way. And we'll bring you along the path that is doable and sustainable, that you will actually enjoy doing, you will enjoy talking about it, you will enjoy sharing. And again, I thought it would be best for me to share this while I'm actually doing one of my training sessions, so that if you're new in my world, if somebody's just sharing this with you, if you're new in my world, you can see, not just hear or get word of mouth, but see what we're saying is what we're doing. Again, as I'm doing my sets here, I'm doing my best with my speech and vocabulary, so please forgive me if I chop it up a little bit. While I'm doing this, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, just post below, because when I'm done, probably going to upload this maybe to the YouTube channel, repost it on Facebook. But I will check in for your questions underneath here, give you more info as much as I can share at this point. So ask anything you want, anything that's on your mind, anything that's piqued your interest about the Fit Guy Revival program and the movement we're starting. and the gaping void that we're going to fill in the marketplace for regular busy men who want to take control of their health, take control of their physical fitness, take control of their bodies, take control of their mindset, and take control of their lives from the inside out. Everything starts on the inside. When you're good with yourself, when you know you're in a good place, when you know you're taking care of you, then you know you can be your best for everybody else around you. And you know you're giving them the best version of you. You can let them see that, and they can feel confident that the main man in their lives, their husband, their father, their dad, their boyfriend, their boss, whoever, they know that guy is taking full responsibility for himself and taking care of himself. You know how that makes people feel? Do you know how good it makes people feel in your life when you're taking good care of yourself instead of letting yourself go? This is unspoken stuff. These are things people rarely talk about. But this is real. These are things that are going on beneath the surface 24/7, sometimes subconsciously, without even thinking about it. Some people like to just make fun of their health and fitness and make jokes about their beer belly and make jokes about how much they love to eat and drink. Guess what? It's not a joke. Life is serious. Making jokes about being out of shape and overweight and eating and drinking whatever you want, the joke's on you if you can't turn that around. Don't let that be you. Don't be that guy. Wake up to what's really going on. I'm going to get a little closer to tell you what's going on. When you're overeating, you're drinking too much, and you're not training to take care of yourself in a very simple, super simplified way, you're being controlled by outside forces. You're not in control. You're not. Don't fool yourself. Don't think for 1 second that if you're letting yourself go, that's by your choice. You're being controlled by outside forces that are making you think it's your decision. You decide to let those forces impact you. That's the only decision being made. But they're putting their influence on you in the most subtle ways that make you think you're in control. All it takes, though, is a simple mind shift. If you listen to me, and I speak from experience, I'm not just making this up. I used to be that guy. I used to be the guy who ate and ate and ate, and I drank and drank and drank. Flirted with problems with alcohol. Thank the Lord, I didn't fall into it. I stopped myself because I knew what was going on. I became conscious. I woke up, just like I'm trying to wake you up. Doesn't have to go that far. You can snap right out of it right now and decide, this guy's right. It's all up to me to control what I'm surrounded by, not let what I'm surrounded by control me. Very subtle, but it's a powerful shift when you see it the right way. Your environment is stacked against you. Society is stacked against you. Your surroundings are stacked against you. We have so much food and booze and drink in this country, we could feed the world easily. You know how we know that? Look at all the overweight, obese people in this country. They're eating for 5 or 6 people. Just imagine if they ate for one person and gave the rest of it to people who were starving. Think about that. Too much abundance in this country, too much outside influence has people overeating, overdrinking, and not exercising properly. It's a recipe for disaster, and it's proving itself out as the obesity rates rise and the disease rates rise in this country. It's up to each person, each single person, to wake up, look in the mirror, and take full responsibility for oneself. Nothing more. That's it. Your fate lies in your own hands. Nobody else's. Nobody can come here and do this for me. Nobody. This is my choice, my decision, my action, based on my values, my intentions, and my purpose, programmed up here, not programmed by somebody else. So, I share this with you to urge you to make the same shift, to take back control, to set your priorities straight, to get your intentions aimed at what you really want out of life. And don't be afraid to go after it. Don't be afraid to define your purpose, define your values, and let all of that dictate your intentions. When you do that, your thoughts are aimed at guiding your actions. There are other guys like me out there choosing not to do this today. Maybe they don't know what to do. I will give them that. That's why I share what I do. And maybe they do, but they're just choosing not to. Can't make that choice. You can't let yourself go because it only comes back on you, and then it also affects your loved ones. It is your obligation, and it's a gift. You have been given the gift of life. If you choose not to make the most of that gift of life by honoring the temple, honoring this body, this vehicle that carries your spirit and soul around for eternity, as long as you're on this earth, this is your one vehicle. You get one shot. It's up to you to see enough value in it, to take care of this vehicle, so that as you travel through the journey of life, your spirit and soul have the opportunity to not only have the most impact on this world, but to enjoy your life to the fullest for yourself and for the loved ones around you. If you squander that, if you don't see the value in your body, in the temple, that's your choice. Sometimes all it takes, though, is a wake-up call. Something like this. People that say, you know what? This guy's right. I've been fooling myself. I've been kidding myself. I've been lying to myself, thinking that life isn't a big deal and my life isn't a big deal. And guess what? That's wrong. The good news is your life is a big deal. You are a big deal. And this body, this gift, this vehicle you've been given is a big deal. Because this is how you take the journey through life. This is the vehicle. You take care of this vehicle properly, you are honoring your life to the fullest. You're giving yourself a chance to live it to the max. Again, not just for you, but for everybody around you. Everyone. They get your best you get to live your best life. So, as I'm cruising through this shoulder session, right now I'm doing simple shoulder shrugs, one dumbbell, single side at a time, because I found these to be the most effective, most beneficial, safest to do without hurting your back, without throwing any weights around, and while helping a lot of the lower neck into the upper neck as well. Here's what's cool about this style of training. I know guys are going to love this. What's cool about this style of training is that it gives you all the health benefits we need. It improves our heart, improves blood pressure, reduces stress levels, increases our ability to stave off disease, decreases cancer risk, all types of cancer, decreases all kinds of risks. It delays premature aging, and it actually extends our actual physiological age. I just turned 50 earlier in the week. My doctor's evaluation, his numbers on our in-depth annual health exam, put me somewhere around 30. I don't know if it's 28 or 31, but I'm around 30 years old according to my complete health profile, blood work, and inflammation markers. Why? It's because I take care of myself. I make the daily investment 20, 30, 40 minutes a day, sometimes 50 total. We've got 24 hours in a day. We need to make sure we take time to take care of ourselves, make that daily investment so that we could get the profound benefits of good health, wellness, longevity, and strength to live out our lives the best way possible, which is why we're here in the first place. So if you're tuning in, doesn't matter if you're male or female, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you know of any guys that would benefit from seeing this, any guys that would benefit from knowing about Fit Guy Revival. When we go live with the program, they can actually click the link, or you can share the link with them that I put in the description here, and they can start following the page, get connected, and we can get them into proper action once the program goes live. It's not like anything else out there. We know because I've hardly ever, if any, at any point, seen anybody doing my exact style of training for the mass markets out there. Most of it's hardcore, most of it's copycat material, most of it's high intensity, high impact, blah, 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 same stuff, regurgitated and rehashed by different people. Rarely do you see anything like this. If ever, if ever. So post below, let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you have any questions about Fit Guy Revival. Again, we're going to be covering proper training, mostly at home, sometimes at the office or at the hotels or when you're on vacation. We'll have programs, yes, you can do at the fitness center or the gym or the health club as well, but the majority of it's going to be doable anywhere, no matter where you are. We're going to be covering nutrition in a way that has really not been covered before for regular people, regular busy guys, people living a real life who need options and flexibility and no rigid structure and no crazy hard rules and nothing extreme to follow. We need reality. We need reality. We need things that we can do in the course of a regular, normal day. We just need to know how to make the right choices, how to enter each day with a game plan that's repeatable, sustainable, and natural. Think about that. Repeatable, sustainable, and natural. If we have that in place every day, it's really, really hard to mess up. Trust me, I know, because I lived through it. It was not until I started to make everything sustainable, realistic, and natural that my results started to change. The ease at which I was able to reach my goals and get into a zone of maintenance and stay here for several years already. I wasn't able to do that in the past. In the past, everything was so hard. It was so laborious and painful and challenging, difficult, and it was brutal. And I realized it doesn't have to be that way, and it should not have to be that way. This fitness stuff should be easier. It should be regular. It should just be, we should be able to make it just part of a regular day with ease. Not with having to change our entire life to live in the gym and to be a gym body. I'm not saying if that's your life and that's what you want, that there's anything wrong with it. That's fine if that's you. But the majority of us, we can't live like that. Our lives are different. We've got other things going on. We've got full lives to live. We can't live in the gym. We can't be gym bros and gym bunnies. It's okay if that's what they want to do and they can. That's their choice. But most of us can't do that. We can't adopt that lifestyle of living in the gym and love being at the gym all the time. We can't do it. Fitness has to serve us. We can't serve fitness. It has to serve us so that we have better lives, not that we live our lives in fitness. We do, but it's in a very different way. It's kind of like a subconscious state where we value our health, our wellness, and longevity, and so all of our choices support that. We do our training certain times a day so that we get it in, but also how we fuel our bodies, how we fuel our minds makes a huge difference. The majority of the time, how we fuel our bodies and minds has a massive impact when it's synergistically combined with the right style of training. We get the results we want, not just for the aesthetic appeal and the look of things. That's a side effect benefit. But we get all the benefits that can't be seen with the naked eye. We get all the internal health benefits. Strong bones, strong fascia, strong joints, strong connective tissue, strong blood, strong mindset, strong spirit. You can't see all of those, but they happen. We could see the outside effects on the body when we're taking care of the inside the right way. So the goal, the aim, is to take care of ourselves from the inside out. Get ourselves all the benefits of health, wellness, longevity from the inside that can't be seen with the naked eye. And when we do that, when we do all the right lifestyle habits, which is not hard, trust me, is what we're going to be sharing in the program. Then the external shows how we're taking care of ourselves from the inside. So I'm going to finish up here with one more set of shrugs, one more set of body weight shoulder press, and that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, please post below. Let me know. Share this with somebody right now who needs to see it. Let them know what's going on. Give them some inspiration, some motivation. And just remember, Fit Guy Revival, we're going to be taking pure beginners, way out of shape guys who are actually maybe even afraid to start working out. Those are the guys we're going to be working with. Those are the guys we're going to take from scared and out of shape and afraid to say it to stable, in shape, strong, and healthy. It can be done. I've been doing it for years. I've helped many other people do it, male and female. And it just takes the right guidance, the right direction, and the right support to make it happen. Whew. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with another set of shrugs, but as you can see, these shoulders are done. Again, it's not just about the aesthetics, but you just watched an entire shoulder training session with a little bit of dumbbell weight, some body weight, nothing crazy, no big bars going over my head, no big weights going up, no throwing kettlebells, no screaming, no chalk on my hands. And my shoulder joints, really important. The rotator cuff. Rotator cuffs feel so good. These used to kill me in years past. No guy needs that. No guy wants it, because if your joints are hurting and busted up, you can't play golf, you can't play softball, you can't play tennis, you can't go fishing, you can't do all the hobbies that you love doing. You can't go surfing, you can't go stand up paddleboarding. You can't do any of that stuff when your joints are hurting you or broke or need rehab. The whole key is to do this in a way that strengthens this body and makes it more capable, more able, and more pain-free. Takes away pains from being deconditioned and out of shape. We don't want to add pain and injury. We want to take it away. That's what you just saw me do. I feel incredible, inside and out. And I want you to feel the same, and that's why we're bringing you Fit Guy Revival. Post below. If you didn't see the link, I'll share it with you in a bit. And as always, Thank you for tuning in.